head on to the headlines. Now, after testing negative for tuberculosis, dismissed Banban Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo now stays in a regular detention cell in the Pasig City Jail. She was supposed to be placed in isolation after her medical test initially showed a possible lung infection. But her lab test results stated otherwise. She is sharing cell number 3 with 43 other inmates. The Pasig Regional Trial Court Branch 167 issued an order last week directing the PNP to transfer Guo to the Pasig jail for her new non-bailable case on qualified trafficking. The suspected Chinese national was transferred from the PNP Custodial Center in Camp Crame, Quezon City to the Pasig City Jail Monday morning. Guo fled the country on July 18 despite a Senate arrest order after being held in contempt for failing to attend hearings on the illegal Philippine offshore gaming operations. Indonesian authorities arrested her in Jakarta on September 4, then she was deported to the Philippines on September 6. An alleged victim of sexual abuse by Pastor Apollo Kibuloy is prepared to submit a sworn statement. Philippine National Police Chief Romel Marbil revealed that police have been sent abroad to meet the victim and gather testimony. Marbil emphasized that the PNP is thoroughly reviewing all affidavits to ensure their authenticity. This development adds pressure to Kibuloy, who faces multiple abuse charges, including cases of human trafficking in the United States. The case is being monitored by both local and international authorities.
Kung sino pa mga involved, baka may mga natatago pa doon. Diba, sabi ko nga, may nakita nga kami mga bata doon. Yung last time na nandun ng mga ano namin, pero hindi pa namin wala pa kaming nakukuha. Hindi pa namin nakukuha ng mga statement yung mga iba.
The PNP says former President Rodrigo Duterte is among the many individuals who are likely to face charges for helping doomsday preacher Apollo Kibuloy hide from authorities. In an exclusive interview with BNC, PNP Chief Romel Marbil says former President Duterte, as administrator of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ compound, and Kibuloy's lawyers could face raps for obstruction of justice when they delayed the police's search in the compound in Davao City.
Ang gusto lang namin kasuhan muna yung mga talagang prominente na nandun. Yung si attorney, yung may mga attorneys pa doon, tapos yung mga, of course, yung administrator, siyempre, kasama doon.
Marbil adds they are also consulting their lawyers if the same complaint can be filed against Vice President Sara Duterte, who told reporters in jest that she believes Kibuloy is no longer in Davao, but he is likely in, quote, heaven. The top cop adds that they are also investigating allegations that Kibuloy gifted young girls to his close friends. Kibuloy is already facing multiple charges of sexual assault and human trafficking.
Israel escalated airstrikes on Lebanon, killing at least 356 and wounding around 1,030, the deadliest day since 2006. Targeting 1,300 Hezbollah-linked sites, Israeli officials claimed many casualties were terrorists near weapons. Hezbollah has made it clear that they will only stop their attacks on Israel if a ceasefire is reached in Gaza. In other words, they will halt their operations along the Lebanon-Israel border if a Gaza ceasefire is declared. This stance has been reiterated by both Hezbollah's deputy leader Sheikh Naim Qasim and its chief Hassan Nasrallah. Meanwhile, according to attorney Alejandro Padayan, labor attaché at the Philippine Embassy in Lebanon, the embassy is committed to assisting Filipino workers who wish to return to the Philippines with the current situation.
Tuloy-tuloy yung mga pagpunta ng ating mga kababayan dito sa ating opisina para i-indicate yung kanilang pagnanais na umuwi na sa ating, bumalik na sa ating bansa. At kami naman ay agad namin silang binibigyan ng ticket, yung mga may dokumento, halimbawa yung may passport at may ikama, ay ini-schedule namin ho kaagad sa kung ano mga latest, pinakamaagang flight na posible namin silang ilikas. Yung iba naman na may mga problema na walang mga papel, ay clinic-clear ho namin sila dun sa mga institusyon dito tulad ng General Security o yung kanilang immigration para ma-clear silang umalis. At pagka nakuha na namin yung clearance, ay ini-schedule din namin sila na umuwi na po.
Former Senator Antonio Trillanes criticized ex-VP Leni Robredo for hosting VP Sara Duterte in Naga City. In an interview with BNC's Agenda, he said opposition figurehead Robredo should have exercised better judgment considering the poor optics of meeting up with the controversial Duterte. Trillanes suggested that Robredo should have declined the request from Duterte's camp, stressing the importance of clearly defining her political stance. Robredo downplayed Duterte's visit, stating that the annual Peña Francia festival in Naga City is politically neutral and her home is open to visitors of any political affiliation.
Sara Duterte, our current Vice President, ay nababalot sa iba't ibang kontrobersya ngayon na iniimbestigahan ng House of Representatives. So, ano siya ngayon, no? Tapos, eto nga, kami po ay nagbabalak na ipa-impeach siya. Kaya siya pumunta sa kay VP Leni Robredo ay para humingi ng mag-project at least ng makakapitan na mga kaibigan o parang mga kaalyado. Si Senator Risa Ontiveros kamakailan lang ay binastos at kaalyado 'yan ng siyang namumuno ngayon ng oposisyon. So ano naman ang mensahe pagka tinanggap niya itong pagbisita ni Sara Duterte with open arms?
For the first time, the Commission on Elections issued some guidelines to combat the use of artificial intelligence, or AI, deepfake, and online fake news. Based on COMELEC's digital campaign guidelines for the 2025 elections, the use of an online platform for misinformation, disinformation, and deepfake or digitally fabricated images, videos, or audio files may be deemed an election offense. The COMELEC first introduced transparency in online campaign spending in the 2022 elections. Transparency and disclosure are also needed in the use of AI. In the absence of this, the COMELEC may delete or take down the material. COMELEC Chair George Garcia adds they are not against the use of AI, but it needs to be regulated.
Ano na lang ang napaka-inutil ng COMELEC kung hindi kami kikilos para labanan ito. Alam natin ang 2025 election onwards, labanan ito ng makabagong teknolohiya. And therefore, we will not just be sitting ducks here. We will fight, we will regulate, and in order to ensure equal opportunity, equal access for all. Yes, it may be a ground for election offense. At the same time, kung ito ay ground ng disqualification, wala rin makakapigil sa kahit sino na mag-file ng kaso for disqualification based dito, based sa guidelines na issue natin.
Senator Raffy Tulfo pushes to suspend some new programs of the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office. That's unless their office reclaims its own integrity following issues that surfaced in the Senate hearing Monday. PCSO's issues include the lack of new lottery machines given to their agents. The national president for Philippine Online Lottery Agents, Evelyn Javier, told the Senate that she now fears for her life after speaking out to help 2,000 lotto agents in need of new machines and livelihood. The issue is still besides what Senator Tulfo said to be over 1,000 agents in need of a job from the sweepstakes office. However, PCSO explained they are prioritizing the installation of over 270 machines and giving back the livelihood their agents lost, something Javier said was not yet cascaded to their level. On the other hand, Tulfo also questioned PCSO's new project called Lotto Billionario, which takes inspiration from other countries' Powerball and Mega Millions.
Lotto games, para sa mga mahirap to diba? Base sa mga kumakalat sa social media na ang nananalo ay hindi naman talaga mga mananaya, kundi yung mga nangangapital.
President Marcos signs into law an initiative seeking to protect the rights of Filipino seafarers. The Magna Carta for Seafarers, or Republic Act 12021, aims to improve their working conditions, both domestic and overseas. The law also seeks to protect seafarers from the dangers they face in the sea. It has measures in place to promote the mariners' full employment, fair salary, and benefits. One of the goals of the newly signed law improving the skills of our seafarers to be at par with international standards.
Now we move on to sports news. The Converge Fiberexers is off to the quarterfinals at PBA Governor's Cup. Converge takes down the Magnolia Chicken Tipladas Hot Shots Monday night at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. Final score 89-82. Import Jalen Jones top scores for Converge with a double-double, 27 and 12. The Fiberexers end the group stage with a third-place finish in Group A and a 4-game winning streak to boot. Up next for them, just a play update with a team called the San Miguel Beermen. Moving on, the Blackwater Bossing, saving the best for last against the top-seeded Rain or Shine Lassa Painters, wins 139-118. Blackwater import George King shows off against ROS after a monster game of 64 huge points. And the already ran Blackwater Bossing ends their campaign with a 5-5 win-loss record to miss out on the playoffs. As for the Rain Shine Lassa Painters, they move on to face Magnolia in a best-of-5 series.
Now moving on to entertainment. K-pop sensation aespa will make a comeback with their 5th mini-album, Whiplash, on October 21. That's according to the girl group's agency SM Entertainment Monday, citing the success of global hit track Supernova from the Armageddon album. Whiplash will feature 6 songs of diverse genres according to the agency. Its release will expand an ongoing world tour titled Sync, Parallel Line, to America and Europe.
Now, coming up, we take you into the vibrant world of George Tapan, the award-winning photographer crowned as the king of Philippine travel photography. Discover how he's been championing local tourism and capturing the soul of the Philippines through his stunning lens. Only here on It's a Beautiful Day. Good morning, I'm Rain Musni and welcome to Follow the Money. Join us as we explore the tools and insights you need to jumpstart your financial journey.
Harness the power of your money so it can take you. Where there is growth, where there is investment, where there is freedom. Rain Musni sits down with the experts to know where your finances is taking you. Weekdays, 10:30 a.m. on BNC, the Billionario News Channel.
The breadth of anime and what it covers is so broad, from romance to action adventure to sci-fi to magical girl. There's something for everybody.
I love this convention so much. It's so much fun. I get to see all my friends here. It's basically I have a deep love for animation and anime itself, so I just have a great time coming on here and hanging out with my friends, and we all get to bond and hang out.
It's just a lot of vibrancy. You know, it's not even just anime. It's really anything an anime fan we think would like. So there's something here for everybody, and it's honestly just a big party, a big gathering, and everyone's just so excited to see each other.
welcome back. You are watching It's a Beautiful Day. From the foggy terrains of Baguio to the towering limestones of Coron, George Tapan has captured it best. Considered the king of Philippine travel photography, we are graced this morning by an award-winning visual artist to let us in his colorful worldview. Good morning, Mr. George Tapan. Welcome to It's a Beautiful Day. It is such an honor for him to be here, no, to grace the show with his presence. And we have seen your photos, and they are absolutely captivating. Ang galing mo, sir, being able to capture such simple subjects, simple locations, and then turn them into a masterpiece. So tell us, sir, first and foremost, what drew you into doing travel photography? Because I know, like before, you were doing portrait, event, wedding photography, right?
Yes.
So why now travel photography?
Well, that's the only things para matulungan ko ang country para pakita kung kaano kaganda ang Pilipinas. So, pinilit kong gawin ito dahil I love looking at Life Magazine and National Geographic. So, yun ang nag-con sa akin para itaas ang antas ng photography sa Pilipinas.
Sir George, sobrang family affair po ito.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, actually, yung mga anak nyo, third generation photographer na.
Yes.
You're even, the generations before you, war photography ating ginagawa nila eh. So, paano ka nag-shift na mag-tourism photography? Because if I'm not mistaken, you even have family members na naging Malacanang photographers.
Yes.
Pero ikaw, you decided to showcase the Philippines via yung travels mo.
When I started photography in Manila, I'm with Sunburst Magazine, with Max Sullivan, and then nung nakuha namin yung Mabuhay, the Philippine In-Flight Magazine, so doon na hasa yung aking idea to do a travel, to promote any destination, the Philippines and the world.
Right. I wanted to ask also, so do you have specific locations in the Philippines that you like traveling to, or is it dumadating ka lang sa lugar tapos may nakikita kang maganda and you just, because you have that gift, you are able to make such beautiful things out of it?
In other words, may favorite ka bang location dito sa Pilipinas?
Wala naman akong paborito as long as na it's in the Philippines kasi that's the only things na makikita ko kahit saan ko tumingin, maganda ang Pilipinas.
Yes.
At alam mo, sir, right now we want to show a little photo here. Actually, you brought a book. At ito yung award-winning photo for 2011 sa Nat Geo when you were able to bring honor to the country at syempre to the Philippine Islands with your photography. Can you tell us a bit more about yung work na to at yung honor of actually winning sa 2011?
Well, nung ginagawa ko yung librong yan, it's 1 year in the making, habang matatapos ng book, wala pa akong ending pictures. So, yung ending pictures, yun ang mag-close ng aking libro sa travel ko buong Palawan. So, accidentally, from Ornoc Island, we're going back na to the main island. Pero ang lakas ng ulan, no? Hindi ka makakadaan talaga dahil it's a small island. So, biglang nabutas yung clouds, Yung pagbutas ng clouds, dahil ulan yan, nagkameron ng rainbow.
Rainbow, yes.
I think sabi ko, wow, this is a gift for me, Sabi ko, don't look at the back. Just follow my order. Look at the camera. Ganito ang gawin mo ko, sabi ko sa modelo. So, that's the story about that. Supposed to be, that's the ending. Ngayon, pagbalik ko sa Manila, nag-browse ako sa National Geographic. And then, there's a contest, international, captured moment. So, yung captured moment na yun, ang sinalihan ko is yung places category. So, maganda, Pero nag-isip ako dahil may maganda akong shots din na may rainbow, kuha in France, sa Lori Valley. Sabi ko, kung ito ang sasali ko, ang France ang makikinabang.
Right.
Yung sa Pilipinas, Pilipinas ang makikinabang. So, I decided to join the contest, captured moment, na Philippines ang topic. Definitely, after 10 days, tumawag sa akin ng National Geographic. Dinilit ko dahil kala ko.
Kala mo basically.
So, sabi ko, then nag-follow up sila, George, can you send the raw files? Nagulat na ako. And then yung pala is, that's the best photograph in the places category. So, biro mo out of 21,000 entries at saka 120 countries. So, nakapasok ako. Sabi ko, wow, this is good for the country. Without promoting it, I'm helping the country. That's the start of doing it.
And now you have a whole book dedicated to Palawan, basically.
Yeah.
I was telling Sir, I grew up in Palawan, so ang dami kong nakikitang photos in this book of
That
places
look
I grew
familiar.
up in.
Yes.
Except they were taken when I was much younger, so it looks so much different now. So it's amazing how nakaka-capture niyo po yung mga pieces of history, basically, in our book. So it's truly an incredible experience.
Tell us, Sir George, saan mo nakukuha yung inspiration mo for these photos, taking these photos? And do you study the location ba beforehand, or you just go there by chance and then you find this thing that you want to capture into film or into your pictures?
No, I think it's a gift for me. I'm born photographer and born to help people. What I know, I have to share it. No? So, importante sa akin yun. Yun ang anything na nakikita ko, ang iniisip ko, dapat kung sino man na makakakita is ako lang yung nag-create ng pictures. Hindi yung pagpunta mo, makukunan mo uli, then mapapakita mo. So, napakagandang idea nun. And then, ito nga, alam mo ba na yung libro na yan ay dinelay ko ng 6 months for publication dahil...
Why is that?
Ginawa kong cover nung manalo na yung Onak Island.
Okay.
So, from the cover, nandun na rin yung comment ng mga judges ng mga National Geographic. Nakikita mo sa labas. This is not just a book. It's about the book na hinahangaan ko ng mga publication ng National Geographic. So, nung ginawa ko yan, inipatong ko yung book sa lamesa ko with all the different publication of National Geographic, Life Magazine, and everything. Sabi ko, wow, this is quality na mag-aangat sa Pilipinas.
Right.
That's
you know what?
the story.
Looking at your photos, Sir George, parang may kwento sila There's a story in every photo, in every shot. So, anong message ang gustong i-portray ng photos mo to the viewing public?
Ang gusto ko is hindi lahat ng litratong magaganda ay maganda. Ngayon, kung ang kasi camera can do it, any photographer can do it. Pero kung ang litrato ay walang soul, yung soul na yun ang nagpapatigil sa'yo para tingnan mo. At ikaw yung mag-iisip at magbigay yung litrato ng caption kapag nakita mo. The pictures must have a soul.
So how does a picture have a soul? Paano mo nilalagyan ng soul ang mga photos mo?
Well, isang bagay, kapag nilagay ko yung isang subject na inilalagay ko, yun na bibigay ng soul. Halimbawa, indigenous, pakita ko, ano ang relasyon ng indigenous doon sa location. So, yun yung mga missing link sa isang pictures.
Sir George, yung mga subjects mo, it's not just a location. It's not just a person. Minsan nature yung pinapakita mo.
Yes.
Is there a particular favorite para sa'yo in terms of taking photos of? Is it more of the nature? Is it more of the people, the community, yung relationship niya with nature? Is there anything in particular na medyo bias ka towards in terms of sa work mo?
No, wala naman. Basta ang sa akin, ang isang photograph, kinakailangan kompleto. The element must be complete, no?
What is the hardest element to capture?
Well, yun yung mga bagay na pag pinupuntahan ko, katulad nung inisip ko nung nasa sa Mabuhay Magazine ako, inisip ko na wala pang nakakagawa ng cover ng Mabuhay Magazine at the peak of Mayong Volcano. So, dinala ko yon. Yung concept na yon nasa sa utak ko. Bago kami pumunta ron, kinausap ko yung mga taong pupunta ron. Ganitong gagawin, you have to buy a local product na dadalhin natin doon. Pag nakaupo na kayo, yung cover, naka-concept na sa aking utak. No? So, we climb. Hindi naman ako mountain climber. So, yung pinakamatandang guide, dinala ko at saka yung mga anak nila. That's the story behind that pictures. At the peak of Mayong Volcano, wala pang nakakagawa nun.
Wow.
Wow, that's
Sir,
amazing.
what's the hardest photo you ever had to take? In terms of yung preparation mo, in terms of yung moment, kasi minsan you only have less than a minute to take a picture per moment. So ano yung pinakamahirap siguro i-set up?
Sa akin, walang mahirap. Dahil,
maganda.
And that's why he's the master.
This is why he's the
That's exactly why he's the master.
Yes.
yung the best photograph, makaka-capture mo lang in a captured moment. Diba?
Oo.
Kapag nag-isip ka, matigas yung litrato. Diba?
So dapat parang instinct.
Instinct.
I like this shot. I'll take it.
Kaya may
And I
eye.
captured it. Yeah.
Kaya may eye.
Oo. You know
Yes.
what? Ano nga I've attended some photography workshops before, and isa sa mga sinasabi sa amin palagi, it's not the Indian, it's the pana.
Yes.
It's not the pana, it's the Indian.
Right.
There.
Or sa Lasal, it's not the archer. No, it's not the bow, it's the archer.
It's not what you use. It's actually the eye of the photographer, the skill, no, in finding the right shot to take. Now you've traveled, you've done pictures not just here in the Philippines, but in different countries as well, no? Is there a particular picture in your head na naalala mong napaka-unforgettable nitong moment na to when I captured it?
There are so many pictures. Nang pinadala ko ng Asia Week to cover the state visit of President Cory, I want my pictures different from 100 photographers international na nagko-cover ng state visit.
Okay.
Pinag-aralan ko mabuti. So lahat sila nakakuha ng telephoto lens to capture the two presidents talking together and then ako dinala ko wide angle. Yung wide angle na yon to capture the colors of White House. The senador ng kasama ni Reagan, mga senador din na kasama ni Cory. Nung kinunan ko yun, pinakita ko yung mood na lahat. Kuhalat yung building. And then, bago pa lang doon, I go earlier to get the center of the pictures. So, matagal ako ron. Hindi nila alam ako yung photographer. Kaya pinapalis na ako ng mga foreigner. Sabi ko, I'm the photographer. I have an ID. So, gano'n. Yung photographs na yon, nung kinunan ko, nung pag-uwi ko sa Pilipinas, it's a very big one sa akin dahil yung isang litratong yon binili sa akin ng 150,000 pesos. Yun ang nakabili ako ng property ko, ng bahay ko.
Sir George, maraming salamat. We have a lot of lessons. Sa totoo lang, I want to have a masterclass sana with you. Mag-session tayo dito, but we don't have enough time.
Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing your work, and of course, we cannot wait to see what else you come up with in the future. Maraming salamat po.
Yes, thank you very much sa inyo at binigyan nyo ng puwang ang photography in this program kasi I want really to itaas ang kwan ng photography in the Philippines.
Absolutely. Maraming salamat po. You've already done a great job, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more.
Thank you very much.
All right, so from spectacular sights caught on camera, we'll shift to some serious business as we take a look at the efforts to address the flood problems in Cavite. We'll have that later on, live after the break. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back only here on the Billionaire News Channel.
Yes, so the mission at Homewards is to demonstrate that it's possible to end homelessness. So this art exhibition is all about boosting understanding of what homelessness is in modern Britain today and driving optimism and hope that it's something that can be solved.
I want to hear from you guys a little bit about here particularly. Because a lot of mental health support here. Good. Any questions for you today? If there's any questions you face? I think I'm just going to start with this one. Joining those dots is really such a good thing. It's like here being up.
It's so weird because it feels like such a different lifetime, a different person. But the overwhelming feeling that I get when I think about it is just tiredness. like everything is stressful and everything. You're just knackered by the end of the day. And then you've got to try and find somewhere to sleep. It's just hardcore.
Simulan na natin ang agenda. Gumulong na ang plenary debate sa national budget para sa 2025.
Mas malamig na aircon at mas malakas na Wi-Fi. Mga pangako ng SMC-led consortium sa operasyon at maintenance ng NAIA.
Maghapon pa rin bang malakas ang ulan dyan sa Dagupan?
Bandang alas 2 ng hapon, bumuhos na nga ang malakas na ulan na ito'y nagdulot ng pagbaha.
Sa bawat issue may anggulo at ang balita may agenda.
Welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. Today we're diving into a crucial topic for the Cavite community, flood risk management. Now, we're joined by two experts, Engineer Kaku Shuji and Miss Emelia Estaris, who are spearheading the flood risk management project that aims to address challenges of flooding and ensure the safety of residents. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, Engineer, I want to start off with you because this is actually a long-term project. If I'm not mistaken, it started around 2009. GCA helping out a lot in terms of the studies and all of that. Can you tell us just how important, first and foremost, is this project to the Cavite area? Because if I'm not mistaken, in the project area, 3 rivers are running through this place, and 2 rivers have very low small flow capacity. So when it rains, it floods.
Yes, sir. That's correct. Because first time we moved is after the typhoon millennium. It's 2006.
Yeah.
Then we asked to move in under the JICA study in 2007 to 9. We make a master plan and the feasibility study. And we identify the 3 river basin. As from the east is Imus River Basin, San Juan, and Canas. Then actually now Imus Returning Basin, we already complete 2 returning basin. Now we are doing the second project about the San Juan area, doing the river improvement at this moment.
Ms. Mimi, you take a look at the measures that have to be taken. It's not just structural.
Yes.
Kailangan din may coordination with the communities. Just how important is that portion of this project? Because I can talk to engineer about what they're building and the mitigation projects, but then what about the human component of this particular effort?
Okay, so let's first define what structural measures are. Structural measures reduce the magnitude of flood, area, depth, and duration. Non-structural measure is the equal counterpart of the structural measures. What we do is try to reduce the vulnerability of the community and its people and assets to the risk brought about by flood. So it's a very important component as well. We do, it doesn't build huge structures, but I'd like to think of it as building blocks in the people's minds on how to really handle flood and manage it. Because we do use knowledge, practice, and agreements to help lessen their vulnerability to flood. We do emergency management that includes evacuation, strengthening of the organizational structure in the communities, flood signages. We also do flood mapping and flood-sensitive spatial planning. And also a lot of IECs, information education campaign in the community. And what we're doing is really putting in new things, moving away from the more traditional non-structural measures like publicity for the structural measures.
Oh, like being here on the show to
Yes,
talk about
right, exactly.
to talk about all your efforts.
So we have the structural and the non-structural components, no, in
Yes.
flood mitigation.
Yes.
Now, who will benefit from these projects?
Actually, because structure is you need the construction. It
Right,
always
right.
take a time.
Mhm.
But meanwhile, developer in the area much faster than us. So
Right,
we have
right.
to go together with non-structure to try to until structure coming. But at the time, people cannot suffer from it.
Yeah.
Damage.
Right,
So
right.
that's why non-structure is also important. And right now, now I'm doing the second stage of the second project in the South Farm. Maybe actually the inundated area, based on our study, about 630 hectares. We can, since we complete, we can reduce only less than 100 hectares. And mostly this time we are only under construction 5 LG, so it's mostly like general trias, Nobereta, Rosario, Imus, and what I'm missing.
Imus and Kawit.
Kawit,
Yes.
yeah, you didn't
Yes.
mention Kawit.
Do you have partner agencies for these projects?
Yes, this actually we are, since the non-structural measure is also ongoing simultaneously, we are very close for the each LGU now, because all the LGU, like NC engineer and the CDRMO, and also we are also coordinated with the provincial government.
Yeah.
Because it's under the provincial government governance as the chairman. We're doing it's called flood mitigation committee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we have to share all the information in the same area.
Right.
Important things, during the flooding, there is no political boundary.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Water
Yes,
just goes through this
Yeah, it
area.
goes through. It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah. Yes.
The water
Yes,
flows.
yes. That's why we have to talk all the people, and the same standard we can be. That's what we like to do this one.
Well, yeah, Mimi, you take a look at the 2009 study as mentioned. That has already
Yes.
changed. The requirements have changed because of the fact that there has been rapid expansion in terms of the urban population. There have also been climate change considerations here. It feels like moving yung target nyo. You have a moving target in terms of what you're trying to reach, in terms of the goals of trying to mitigate the flood. Just how has that affected your efforts, knowing that, okay, it feels like you always have to raise the bar of what you have to do to try and mitigate the floods?
Yes, we're always on the lookout for means and measures to continuously address the needs of the population. Like, for example, in our area, in Cavite, we worked before with hand-drawn maps, and now we've helped the LGUs to have digitized maps, and that's it makes the response or the explanation about the risk areas easier, and we can update the maps faster.
Just because we're running out of time here, of course, if I'm not mistaken, started in 2007, at least the studies, and then all of the work happening. Is there a target date of ending, target year of ending in terms of completing all of your projects in the structural sense?
Actually, for this project ongoing now, we are starting just 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And the target is a little bit longer. It's about 2029.
2029. Wow.
Yes.
Okay, long term. And you've been here for a long time as well.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You're going to be here longer.
Yeah.
Again, thank you very much for your efforts. We really appreciate
Thank
everything
you.
you're doing for Cavite. I have family in Cavite in particular, so it's always great to see that the flooding situation there is being addressed and hopefully addressed effectively more soon. Thank you very much again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kaku and Ms. Mimi. Thank you for
Thank you
joining us
very
today.
much.
Now, holidays and celebrations are soon coming, and you don't want to miss what we're grilling. Up next, another Paolo del Rosario will be joining us to talk about his kitchen and its menu. So don't go away. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back.
It has no authorization.
We hope and pray that it will not rise.
Thanks for having me here.
Our frustrated
By myself, basically.
We always say that.
It depends.
A well-concerted effort.
Perhaps I can reiterate.
My greatest beefsteak. Iba na iba pala yun.
Your safety is on top of everything. Here are some important numbers in times of emergency. Public service reminder from Billionario News Channel. Always on top. At BNC, 12 noon doesn't mean break. But breaking news, biggest stories, and latest updates.
The headlines. Go has already left the country illegally. On the scene is Bea de la Cruz. Hanati joins us from the Batasang Pamansag.
Mai Rodriguez sums up the newsfeed for you halfway through the day. Newsfeed at noon on BNC, the Billionario News Channel.
Health and wellness? It's experimental. Because I like the idea of a salmon sperm DNA on my face. Beauty? It's experimental. Oh my God! My wrinkles, I didn't know. Even fashion, it's experimental. We're here to dive into the trends and explore the taboos and the daring. We're not just talking about it, we're testing it. It's like our laboratory. It's the Lifestyle Lab.
Welcome to Pathways to Success, a program that supports micro, small, and medium enterprises. I'm Mai Rodriguez.
We are giving spotlight with this innovative business enterprises that shares growth in our community. We support giving these entrepreneurs a chance to fuel their business and be known in the market. Take a look inside their stories, challenges, and success.
The more you learn, the more you earn. For more inspiring stories here on Pathways to Success, here on the Billionario News Channel.
Surviving the day starts with knowing the weather. So we're giving you everything you need to know to stay safe, rain or shine.
Tropical Storm Enteng already out of the Philippine area of our responsibility. The death toll due to severe Tropical Storm Enteng and the enhanced southwest monsoon in Antipolo City has risen to 8.
Weather HQ with Paolo del Rosario, 9 a.m. on BNC, the Billionario News Channel.
Welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. Now, from breathtaking travel photos of flood risk management, we're hungry after that for sure. We're now taking you straight into Paolito's kitchen. That's right, it's a mouth-watering menu perfect for any occasion. Now, its face, its creator, one of the reasons why nahihirapan ako sa NBI, one of the many versions of Paolo del Rosario's in the world is here in studio with us. Paolo del Rosario, maraming salamat. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Pao.
Yeah, thank you. I'm so happy.
Such a treat, no? Pao and Pao in the morning.
Oo nga eh.
Yeah, it should be like a special
It sounds like a
segment.
spin-off show.
According to our focus group discussions, they needed more Paolo del Rosario. Kaya nakahanap tayo ng isa pa. Okay? But all joking aside, let's take a look at this business. Let's take a look at this spread. First of all, it smells incredible in here.
Oh, thank you.
Salamat.
Thank you. Salamat.
Can you tell us a bit about how this all started, why you got into this business in the first place, and of course, siguro yung source ng passion mo?
Okay. Just to give you a little bit of my background, I used to work for corporate. Nestle talaga ako. But even before that, foodie ako. I used to cook with my cousin. I don't know if you know Chef Gino Gonzalez. He's my first cousin. So we grew up together. So hilig namin talaga magluto.
Okay.
So nung pandemic, we all know maraming natayo ng pandemic.
Yes.
No, maraming bumaksak.
Yeah.
And everyone became a chef.
Yes,
diba?
that's true.
That's
true.
Sa
chef, yeah,
YouTube
name it.
alone, ang dami na nating nakikita, di ba?
Yeah.
Gusto mong pakbet, you just watch it, di ba, lalabas.
yes.
So, matatal, nung pagdating ng pandemic, I had a business that closed down.
Okay.
So, nung time naman, since I love to entertain, and I always ask my friends to have a get-together at home, kaya nga host din ako, Pao.
Yeah.
Marami nagtatanong sa akin,
Yeah.
Pao, are you the host? Sabi ko, pwede.
Pwede.
Pwede nga akong host.
Siguro
diba?
talaga mga Paolo del Rosario na taga-Lasal.
Diba?
Mababali.
Mababaert, diba?
Yeah, mababaert.
Okay. So, we're forced to agree. Sige, go.
Yeah, so basically, nung pandemic, no, I had no choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, nung nag-pop up lang sa akin, wala naman, nandito lang tayo lahat sa house. Why not, sell my product? Actually, my wife told me, si Kim, hi Kim. So my wife told me, insisted that, imbes na parang zero, which is maraming ganon ng pandemic, why not sell your product? Total, hilig mo naman mag-ihaw. Hilig mo naman magluto. Sell one of your products. So again, I started with one. This one is the flagship product.
Yes, the
It's
belly
called,
shrimp.
yeah, sorry, it's called belly shrimp.
Belly shrimp.
Ano na yung term dati, di ba?
Shrimp.
Shrimp.
Shrimp, bro. Shrimp.
So, yeah, yung mga friends ko. Di ba? Hindi sarap eh.
Actually, related.
Shrimp. So, yun yung term. Shrimp ba? Shrimp. Di ba? So, nung time na yun, I needed to have a name.
Yeah.
Diba? So, sakto belly, which is also very masarap.
Okay,
Belly shrimp.
Belly
So,
shrimp, okay.
of course, taste is subjective.
Yeah.
I hope that you guys like it. Iba-iba tayo ng taste, no?
Yeah.
But that's the first product that we
So
launched.
we'll
no?
actually have them taste it first while we
Yes,
talk about it.
yeah.
So girls, go ahead. Yes.
What
Yes,
makes
please.
your pork belly so special?
Well, it's when you say kasi inihaw, ang nasa utak ng tao is yung matamis eh.
Yeah.
Right.
Diba?
Oo,
Barbecue, matamis, di ba?
Yes.
So mine is anchovy marinated.
Anchovy?
So the concept is...
that's so unique.
Wag ka na mag-sauce.
Oo.
Di ba?
Oo.
Yung kumain ka.
Yeah,
Kasi di ba
yeah.
siya, it's a bar chow also. It started as a bar chow. So pag diba, umiinom sila, ayaw na nila nung may toyo. Diba?
But my question is that, okay, nagsimula ito nung pandemya, but a lot of businesses actually stopped.
Yeah.
Or, they didn't continue. Correct. What made this a success for you? And siguro, what was the biggest surprise with regards to yung proseso na yun? Because I do not think you would have imagined that starting out this business in a pandemic, it would still survive up to today.
That's right. Actually, kahit ako pa, nagulat ako eh. Of course, no, hindi naman nagugulat lang ako kasi when I started this, yung belly, my son actually, ang naging inspiration ko dito, yung mga kids ko eh. Sinasabi niya, Dad, why don't you sell the other products like the one that you make for us, like gyudon.
Oh my God, what is this?
Pag pumuntang Japan, di ba, Yoshinoya, iwan mo sila, nandun na sila eh. Di ba, automatic. Iiwan mo lang sila doon, okay na sila. So that's why nagkaroon ng ibang products. Nagkaroon kami ng gyudon, nagkaroon kami ng tapa for mga baon, ngayon, and yung bistek, no? So I focused on frozen marinated products and frozen cooked products.
So we're seeing that here.
Yeah, this one, the two, is frozen marinated. Means that you need to grill it.
Right.
No? Or you need to
Sorry,
sear it.
wait lang, sarap.
Masarap.
What do
no?
you eat? Gamitin the lamb.
Sorry, I didn't say it right. Shurep.
Masarap.
Has to be arte.
Pasado naman.
Pasado siya pa. Pero, okay, for those wondering, how we can reach out to Paolito's Kitchen. Can you tell our viewers here just how to be able to avail of all of this?
Oh, okay. So we have a Facebook page named Belly Shrimp, and we have we have the Instagram page, and you can message us there at any time, at any point. We will answer you. Kahit madaling araw, kung gising ako.
Hindi ka natutulog eh.
Hindi ako usually nakatulog dahil
Yeah, but again, congratulations on Paolito's Kitchen.
Thank you
that
so
it
much,
survived the pandemic, that it's thriving past the pandemic,
Yeah.
and that you fed us this morning. It's always a pleasure meeting another Paolo del Rosario. Maraming
too,
salamat.
me too, me too.
And we're so happy to have you here.
Thank
and,
you.
You're always welcome to guest again, Pao.
Thank you so much. May mint pala for the, for the lamb.
Okay,
Oo.
But we can all agree, basta Paolo, panalo.
Yes.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap for today's show. Ako po si Paolo del Rosario, the first one on this show. We hope we made your morning a little brighter.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm Jess. Don't forget to join us tomorrow for more laughs, stories, and all the fun you can handle. Stay awesome.
And I am Ann Asis-Carilo. We had a blast with you guys today, so keep that positive energy flowing. See you bright and early tomorrow, only here on It's a Beautiful Day.
Thank you so much.
The Trailblazers, the Disruptors, the Titans of the industry.
We should safeguard our tradition.
We've got 53 sites in the Philippines, and each of those sites